Why is it so hard to get a Fantastic Four film right? We've had 4 films trying to do that, and even 2 I like, they aren't really the best films. So hopefully the MCU can really change this. And you're probably thinking, hey, there's only 3 Fantastic Four films. The one from 2004, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and then the 2015 one. Well, there was actually one Fantastic Four 1994. Now, this film isn't actually physically released. The copy that is out isn't really the full film. It's not really the proper film. It's just a VHS recording of it. The actual film is probably lost and destroyed. And we're going to be talking about it. Happy April Fools, everyone. I wanted to give you guys a fun review for April Fools. And I wish this was a joke, because I'm actually going to watch and talk about Fantastic Four 1994. This movie had a budget of like $1 million. And it really does show in this film, because of how just absolutely just bad these effects look. But really, this film, I'm going to say this is the worst adaptation of the Fantastic Four, because even the 2015 one, at least, has some good parts in it. This is just insufferable to get through. If you've seen the film, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you haven't, I would stay away. Just enjoy the review. And this review will most likely be 100% more entertaining than watching this pile of garbage. This film is really, really terrible. Why is it so terrible? Well, first of all, the effects are garbage. This film, as I said, had a budget of like $1 million to $2 million. The Human Torch looks like a PS1 graphics character. The effects and action of this film is so laughably cheap looking, dull, and this film has action sequences that there's not really much of. If you're wanting this film to be action-based, you're not going to get that. This film was made not because they really had a great idea for a Fantastic Four film, so they could keep their rights. This one was not made by Fox, because this was before Fantastic Four was even owned by Fox. And really, this film is really bad. And there's so much to talk about, I don't really know where to start, so I guess I'll just start off with the cast first. Everyone does a fine job. They're trying to do the best of what they're given, but the characters they're given to play is horrible. I gotta say, the acting in this film is really cringy, and I don't use that word often, but it's some moments of dialogue and acting and the performances are just really cringy. And that really does disappoint, because that's really one of the main focus of this film. You want to have good performances to give this film, I guess, weight. And the performances here are terrible. Apparently, they had fun on set from the behind the scenes, and apparently there was a documentary of this film. And that's fine. It seems like they are having a good time of what they're giving. I just don't really think the performances. The best part of this film easily might have to be The Thing. Apparently, most of the budget went to this. The design is cool. He's a cool design. Dr. Doom in this film, the costume is really good. It's very comic accurate, besides it's horribly made. And you can't really understand him, because they didn't go back to do voiceover, so you can't really understand a word he's saying. It's like Darth Vader before he was dubbed. It just sounds odd and very weird, and it just sounds bad.
Of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic...
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
So Dr. Doom is a character in this film who just laughs a lot. He laughs every 4 seconds and just likes to tell really terrible jokes, and really doesn't work. And this villain has one of the worst plots and plans. He is so terrible, I don't even know what was going on. This film is so messy, it's so weird. The quality, as I said, of this film is absolutely garbage, and I can really understand why some people will say, oh, this is a so bad it's a good movie. I cannot understand some people even saying that. This film is either boring, stupid, and it's not even entertaining. This film has no charm to it. It has no charisma. It has nothing. This film is a nothing film. The dialogue and writing of this film is so bad. I normally don't pick out writing because I'm not the best writer myself, but I try to make writing sound like lines that people would say. The way the actors give out their lines in this film sounds so forced and doesn't even sound like they want to be there. It just sounds so unnatural. And they say the line, and I'm like, okay, you said the line, But did you really want to say the line? The way they say the line and the way they lead and progress of how they say said line really doesn't work. This movie's pacing is extremely bad. It takes about 30 minutes for anything actually to happen. And the first scent of anyone's powers is Johnny Storm sneezing and then fire. He lights a bush on fire. The way they show each character's powers is so lazy and just stupid. Johnny Storm sneezes. The Invisible Woman goes invisible. Mr. Fantastic catches her because she's about to fall. And then the Thing just randomly, he's big and he's all muscular and he's the Thing. It really doesn't work. I was expecting this film to be bad, but I was at least expecting to laugh at it and maybe enjoy watching it. This film is also very boring. This film, there's nothing happens. I'm serious, nothing that happens. There's this villain called the Jeweler, and I had to Wikipedia him up. Yeah, he only appears in this film. Only appears in Fantastic Four 1994, because this character, this leprechaun thing that wants to steal this jewel. It keeps going back to that. It makes no sense. This film has some ideas. This film has sometimes really good stuff. Like, the suits are pretty cool, but they're horribly made. Dr. Doom's suit is pretty good, but it's horribly made. The action sequences could be fun, but it looks like total garbage. This film could have been a fun film, but this film wasn't meant to be in theaters. It was just meant to be so people won't get the rights. This is one of those films that had a trailer but never came out. Literally, this film never came out. It wasn't intentional. And that's what's kind of annoying. This film could have been good. This film could have been great. Every Fantastic Four film could have been good. This film is such an interesting... It's such a simple premise to make a good film. These group of 4 scientists go up into space and something bad happens and Dr. Doom has to try to stop him. It's a simple good versus evil premise with some good powers, some good action. The best Fantastic Four film is The Incredibles. And this should have done something like The Incredibles. And it's so annoying and stupid that that an animated film that's not the Fantastic Four does this better than the actual Fantastic Four film. This movie's pacing is terrible. The editing, the way scenes go together, the line delivery, the action sequences is horrible. The visual effects is terrible. There's one where Johnny Storm is getting chased by this laser and he just goes into a circle and it's so terrible. This movie gave me an emotional headache. It's not fun. It's boring, not interesting. I do not recommend this film, and I'm going to give Fantastic Four 1994 an F. So those are my thoughts on Fantastic Four 1994. If you've seen it, if you have, I pray for you. I'm sorry. Let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. You guys can like this video, you guys haven't already, and subscribe for the channel. If you like this video, you'll probably like my other content. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, I would definitely be glad to do them. If you guys enjoy this one, I will probably do more videos like this. You guys can check out my podcast. I do it with a friend of mine every Tuesday morning. It's called the Two Peas in a Pod podcast. You guys can also check out my Instagram at General_Daniel77. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all folks next time. General.